Hello everyone. I'm Ellie McGaw, Senior Director of the Customer Experience Career Pathway, and I am absolutely thrilled and deeply honored to celebrate this incredible group of graduates with you today. At the heart of our mission is a commitment to creating opportunity and access, and today you are the living proof of what happens when that mission meets passion, perseverance, and purpose. Over the past several months, you've immersed yourself in the world of customer experience, formerly known as banking and customer success, learning how to build trust, solve problems, and create meaningful connections with customers. You've trained in the art and science of customer experience, mastering everything from communication strategies and empathy-driven service to CRM tools. And you didn't stop there. You took your learning into the real world, interning with leading organizations in financial services, banking, tech, and insurance industries. You've supported real customers, solved real challenges, and made real impact, and that's no small feat. To our future contact center supervisors, branch managers, sales development representatives, and Series 7 licensed financial services representatives, you've shown that this pathway isn't just a job, it's a mindset. You've learned to listen deeply, respond thoughtfully, and advocate fiercely for the people you serve. You've proven that great customer experience is about trust, loyalty, and lasting relationships. As I reflect on your journey, I'm in awe of your growth. Many of you entered this program unsure of what to expect. But today, you stand tall, confident, capable, and ready to lead. I've seen you present with poise, collaborate with purpose, and speak the language of customer experience like seasoned professionals. You've embraced feedback, adapted to change, and shown up for your teams and your customers with heart. That kind of growth doesn't happen by accident. It happens through courage, commitment, and community. And that's what you've built here, a community. One that will continue to support you as you take your next steps. As you move forward, I encourage you to keep growing. Stay curious, stay client-focused, and remember that every interaction is a chance to make someone's day better. Now let's take a moment to celebrate you. Please turn your attention to the screen as we honor each of our graduates.
Something I would say to a student considering the Europe United program is that your starting point doesn't have to be your ending point. A lot of the times we can think that a position or a role that we start in, we have to be there for the rest of our lives, but that doesn't have to be the case. It can just be your way of getting your foot in the door. And that's how I had to look at it when it came to the banking and customer success track, because it wasn't my first choice, but I wanted to keep an open mind, and it taught me so many things about myself and just skills that I can use for the rest of my professional career.
one of my great colleagues, Christine Nasiwa, during L&D. Every time we had a 10-minute break, we would book it to Post Office Square to go to the Dunkins and get our coffee rolls and our lattes and our iced coffees. But since we never wanted an infraction, we would run. And I wore high heels all throughout L&D. And so imagine me running across the street in high heels and she's running to hop, skip, and a jump in front of me because neither of us wants to be late. That's one of the memories I always think of because it happened every single day without fail, and we were never late. So thanks, Christine.
support from my family and friends was the greatest push I could have ever received. You know, my ethics, my morals, my drive really came straight from them sticking their neck out for me, you know, letting me know that my professional journey feels like the right one because they're telling me, good job, you could do this, you know. So I would like to thank you for that. Every single one of y'all, my family, my friends, and even those who look at me on the street and smile. Even thank you, because it helps make my day better and it helps me be the best version of myself that I know I can be, you know. So thank you to all of you.
Congratulations on this outstanding achievement. Your hard work, resilience, and passion have brought you here, and I have no doubt that you will continue to make a meaningful impact wherever your journey takes you. Never forget, you are now part of a powerful alumni network, a group of professionals who believe in you, who've walked this path, and who are cheering you on every step of the way. And finally, a heartfelt thank you to the partners, staff, mentors, and families who supported our graduates. We are so grateful to have you with us today. Graduates, here's to your next chapter and to the incredible experiences you'll create.
Congratulations to each and every graduate of Europe United.
We are now official Europe United alumni.
We did it!